Hi you guys, in this video I'm going to talk through your annotated bibliography assignment with you. Let's start by talking out about what an annotated bibliography is and why you're doing it. An annotated bibliography is basically a works cited page with an introduction and notes. The audience for an annotated bibliography is going to be researchers. This is a tool that researchers use to find high quality sources. So when you're writing an annotated bibliography, you are probably going to want to write it for researchers at your level. If you are at a postdoctoral level, you are going to be writing your annotated bibliography probably for professors. You guys are going to be writing it more for intermediate researchers. So when you're writing it, if you find a source that is either too complicated or too simple, you're going to want to mention that in the annotated bibliography because it will be inappropriate for researchers at your level. The purpose of an annotated bibliography is basically to save researchers time by eliminating the crap. Let's say I have 36 possible sources and I find a really good annotated bibliography. The annotated bibliography will tell me which of the sources are high quality and what they focus on. So instead of reading all 36 or skimming all 36, I can choose right off the bat which 3 are good. In other words, when you write one, you go through the crap so other people don't have to. And it's actually a really useful tool for practicing evaluating sources, which is why we're doing it here. Now let's talk a little bit about the genre. The genre can be a little bit intimidating, but once you get going, I'm sure that you'll actually find it falls into place. So when you write your annotated bibliography, I want you guys to start out with the works cited page you are required to write. So you take your works cited page, and the first thing you're going to do is you are going to put it into MLA format. Oh, good. There we go. So here it is. Here's the works cited page I just showed you, and here it is with its MLA headings and everything. And once you have all of that, the next thing you are going to do is you're going to write an introduction. I tend to recommend that the introduction run for about 1.5 pages to 2 pages. So here it is. I've written a 2-page introduction. Your introduction should explain 3 things. It should explain what your topic is. It should explain why your topic is important and maybe who it's important to. And it should explain any problems or trends in research. So let's say you are focusing on hydrogen fuel cell cars. You are going to basically want to explain what that technology is, how it might be useful in the future, and if there are any funding problems or any challenges that researchers are currently working on. So after you write your introduction, you're still going to have your sources, and for each source, you're going to write a paragraph or 2, and that will probably be 1/3 of a page to 1/2 a page. I've got mine ready right here, and what your paragraph is going to want to talk about is the first thing that it's going to want to mention is what kind of source it is. So here you've got the entry, and right after that you've got my 2 paragraphs. The paragraph mentions that it's a short essay, and then it gives a summary. So I spent about a paragraph summarizing this particular essay. Some people might spend a little bit less, but don't go more than a paragraph. It's basically a brief introduction. And then I'm going to talk about who the audience this is. So this is for an academic audience. If you're a casual reader just interested in films, you're probably going to be very unhappy reading this essay. And then I'm going to evaluate it. How reliable is it? How well does it fit the topic? How useful is it for researchers? So again, after each of your entries, you're going to have paragraphs that provide a summary and an evaluation. And let's see if I can find the finished one. Here's a quick example. I'm going to put this up on BB This student chose a challenging topic. She talked about dreams, and she talked about a lot of the challenges for researching dreams in her introduction. And then she did each of her sources followed by a paragraph. The paragraph introduced the sources, and it basically recommends some of them and says that some of them, like this one, is not a first pick. So it's useful for researchers to know which of these sources are the best. And once you've finished evaluating and summarizing all of your sources, congratulations, you are done with your annotated bibliography.